views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, this is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Welcome to my show. And this we have here in our home studio is, what's your name?
Curt Witcher.
Curt Witcher. I had a tough time trying to remember how to speak your last name.
Many people do. Many people do.
And Curt with a C?
Yes.
You betcha. So we're here to talk about an anniversary. Allen County Public Library, downtown Fort Wayne, Indiana, in USA. And this Allen County Public Library, it has several different branches, all in Fort Wayne or Allen County or what?
All in Allen County.
And you're Curt Witcher. What do you do at the library itself? The main library?
The main library downtown is where I work. And I'm the Director of Special Collections, and that's a big fancy title for. I get to work with a great group of people in the Genealogy Center.
Oh.
I get to work with a great group of people in the Lincoln Collection, the Rowland Center for Lincoln Research. And then I also kind of manage the Fine Book Room. And I work with a team of people in the Federal Government Documents Collection.
Hot dang, that's not much, is it? You are...
Fills my hours.
You are a lawyer in that area. You know what you're doing. How long have you been doing that?
More than 4 decades. Would you believe I started when I was 5? No, you probably wouldn't believe that.
You had your grasshopper?
No, I'm in my 45th year at the Allen County Public Library.
45th?
Yeah.
I've only been there at the Library Access Fort Wayne TV station for about 15 years.
Well, you've got a good stint in there.
Yeah. So tell me, back then, what year was it started again?
1895.
1895.
1895. Right?
And where was this located first?
Well, it first was located in the old City Hall. It was a room in the old City Hall, and that's currently where the History Center is. So the old City Hall had the library, had the jail, had really all of city government.
Wowzer.
There in that building.
This library we were talking about, how many branches are there now?
There are 13 branches there.
13, lucky 13.
Yes, indeed. It is a lucky number. They're all, oh my God, Patty, they're all so very active. They have such a lot of patrons that come in, every branch. From the smaller ones, you might consider small, as in like Monroeville or Grable, but they have just many, many, many patrons. You wouldn't recognize them as small branches because they serve so many people.
And we are the main trunk, the Allen County Public Library downtown, the main library, and its branches, you might say.
Right.
I understand that there will be some working on some of these
Yes.
branches. What's happening there? How are you raising the money? Grants or what? Or
Well, it's kind of complicated in a very good way. So our library board of trustees has been very prudent and frugal in the management of the library's resources. So has our chief financial officer, both the one who's retiring and the one who's coming on.
oh, someone's retiring again?
Yeah, well,
Hot dang!
yeah.
Well, I tell you now, So you.
So we were able to kind of have, like you and I would do with our household budgets, we try to put a little bit away every year for what the future holds as far as expansion and repairs. So over more than a decade, we have saved a little bit of reserve. And then we went to the county government and the city government, and we got a $37 million bond issue.
Hot dang, how do we do that? And how can I do that? Anyways, just kidding.
Yeah, so a lot of work went into that. We held a lot of community focus groups. And
Events.
one of the nice things about Allen County is this is really a rapidly growing county. The number of people moving into Allen County to take jobs, to raise a family in a really nice community. Well, all of that is exciting and wonderful. And what it means for the library is a lot of our buildings are very heavily used, and they're now serving twice, 3 times, 4 times the number of people that they served when they were first built.
Oh, when it was
So-
first built 130 years ago.
Most
How
of the
many
buildings
people are
aren't quite
living
that
in
old.
the general area to go to this library?
Yeah.
The original one, how many people did it house, you might say, library?
Yeah, the community, that's a great question, and I don't have an exact answer, but in 1895, when the library first started in the old city hall, this community was probably at, 1/50th of its population now.
What's its population right now then?
Population for the city right now is about 280 to 290,000 people. And the county is another 100,000.
And there's more
on top of
coming
that.
in.
Yeah.
That means you got to do more stuff to help the people with the children and that,
Yeah.
for them to learn. Now, many moons ago, it was just books.
Mhm.
Now, over the years coming up to this year, what additions has the library
Oh,
put?
They have been, that's probably, Patty, one of the most exciting things about the library. We will always have books. People love books. They love to hold books. They love to read books on their smart devices, on their iPads. People
Yeah.
will always embrace books. But oh my gosh, the library, as the title of that book I shared with you a few minutes ago, it's really more than books. We were talking earlier about Access Fort Wayne.
Right.
A public library where you can go in, be trained, and do your own TV show, do your own podcast. Now you can do your own radio show. There's a
Yes.
Wealth radio program. Now we just opened up at the main library what we are calling the Studio 900. And that-
900.
and that's
Wowzer.
for our street address.
Ah, okay.
Studio 900, yeah.
Ew. How we got that
So
much?
what people can do now is they can learn how to use science and technology and build things and make things and replicate things. And there are studios in a growing number of branches. So yeah, it's way more than books. It's streaming book material. It's periodicals and books online. It's our studios. It's our early learning centers where we're trying to put in every branch a place where children in a storyscape can
Interact.
come, interact with each other, can do manipulatives, put the square peg in the square hole, put the round peg in the round hole, hear story times,
They
play
can
in a
hear-
kitchen.
Who
do
does
all
the
that.
stories? Who comes in to do stories with the kids?
A lot of our children's librarians are really expert at doing story times for kids. They're so good at it that they could entice adults to sit and listen to children's story times.
I like listening to stories too. May I come?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Hot dang.
There are just so many services that are offered. There's homework help. We answer thousands of reference questions every month. And those questions, Patty, can be about what was the weather like last year? How's my stock portfolio doing?
Do you use machines to talk with you if you have a question, Alexa?
Yeah.
How? We have Wi-Fi.
We don't do Alexa, but we do machines for hearing impaired so that they can share with us and we can share with them information.
Audiobooks.
Yes, yeah.
Is it on computer or can you take it out?
the best experience now is on computer. We have an amazing audio reading service at our support building out on DeSalle, way north of town, even further north than here.
Right.
And they have volunteers, dozens of volunteers, that read the newspaper every day, read different magazines, and you can hook up to one of the 39 channels
Right. Oh.
and listen to it, and you can listen to it streamed on your computer. It's really quite good. And that, as you might guess, that's a lifeline for many people. They're able to stay informed, they're able to feel like they know what's going on. It's like a friendly, warm voice coming into their home.
Familiar.
Yes.
Familiar. It's good. This whole vicinity here, the communities, need libraries.
Yes.
And
Yes.
in the wintertime, this is sidetrack, in the wintertime, in the hot summer, people can come in to cool off or warm up. What are your hours, by the way?
Well, the branches hours vary just a little bit, but the main library's hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 in the morning until 9 in the evening. Then Friday and Saturday, 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening. And then Sunday afternoons, we're open from 12 to 5.
Do they get time and a half on the weekend?
Nope, it's all straight time.
Drat the luck.
It's all straight time, yeah. But every library location is open every day, Monday through Saturday, by at least 10 o'clock in the morning. Some open at 10 and then they're open till 5 or 6 on some evenings, and then till 9 on other evenings. We try to have our hours match what the community wants and needs.
So with this, during COVID, that's been still around, kind of, when it first hit us in 2020, that did a lot of damage to work. People couldn't work, or they lost their jobs. How did the library cope with COVID?
Well, I know, Patty, this will sound very immodest, but I think the library did really well. And I base that on the fact that we really wanted to stay plugged in to our community and serve them the best way we could, even though none of us had ever experienced a pandemic before. The previous one was like 100 years ago, the Spanish flu, in the early 20th century. So it was like 100 years ago. So we started curbside service, where people could say, I want these books. We would check them out for them, and we'd deliver them to their cars. They'd pop their trunk, we'd stick them in the car. Our telephone reference and our online reference just went through the roof. In the genealogy center, we started, and we're still doing, Patty, twice weekly virtual programs on Zoom. In the first year of COVID that we offered virtual programs, we had more than 30,000 people watch those programs. So we wanted to do everything we could, even though it was not even close to normal. We still wanted to be the information provider for our community. We wanted to be the entertainment provider. You know books, you can travel the world on books. We opened as soon as we could after the governor said, hey, we want people at home for 6 weeks.
Oh boy.
We opened up, and because we have the benefit of a large main library, we were able to create areas where people could come in and use our resources, but not be on top of each other. So they could be spaced
6 feet apart.
or more in many instances. So I thought we did a really community-centric response. We weren't interested in closing down. We were interested in abiding by whatever the government said we needed to do, and inside that context, serve as well as we could. And it was amazing. It was amazing the number of books that we delivered by curbside pickup, and the number of programs.
What's the word when they return the books? Did you have to, what's the word? Clean? Disinfect?
we watched what the Centers for Disease Control had to say, and some of the surfaces needed disinfecting, but the CDC told us that for X amount of time, which wasn't a very long amount of time, a couple of days maybe, that's the longest amount of time that that virus would live on a surface.
In its early beginnings in the present, there's such a difference, and you're still expanding. Will you be getting more branches coming out in the future?
There's a possibility. What our bond issue, the money that we saved up, and the bond issue that the city and county both approved, that's going to go to fix and expand current buildings.
What would our main building?
The main library
It's big enough.
is big enough. There are some adjustments that need to be made to some of the internal setups, and we just finished a major roofing project where we had to put on a brand new roof. It was 22, 23 years old.
Oh.
That's pretty old for
Well,
a roof.
put a new roof up.
So we put a new roof on.
Keep it warm.
Did a lot of fixing of the substructure of that roof, and then we put solar panels on that roof. And that whole project, because we did it, I think, very prudently. We did a lot of research. We consulted with the
It's
experts,
the first time I heard it.
and we got over a 10% rebate on the entire project. It's an
Okay.
expensive project. It was like an
Oh.
$8 million
Oh,
project,
sorry.
and we got $1 million rebate
Oh, that's good.
on that project. Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah.
We have events like the in the summertime outside. What's it called?
Oh, there's the summer learning. There's the Rock the Plaza.
Rock the Plaza.
Yeah, that's a community favorite.
Dang.
It's neat to see hundreds of people on a Saturday night, sitting, standing, having a good time listening to local bands
Oh, local.
on the library's plaza. It's
Well-
really exciting.
Tell me, who runs Rock the Plaza now?
Well, it's a great combination of people. So Norm Compton and Access
Kyle?
Fort Wayne and Kyle, and then our communications department under Aja Michael Keller, and our events team under Leanne. I mean, it takes a good combination of people working together to make that happen, and they do it well, like a well-oiled machine. It's smooth as glass.
Smooth as glass. I was going to say, with the homeless that's around here, all these money being spent here and there, how are we, as a library, helping our community, especially with the homeless? Do you know?
That's a great question. And in every location, our library staff, our professionals have resources that they share with unhomed individuals, with the homeless. There's a larger concentration at the main library than any other branch. We hired this year for the first time ever a full-time social worker who works directly with the unhomed and the homeless and those people who are really kind of like have some needs that aren't being met. They're kind of down on their luck or having some real health issues.
Mental, physical,
All of it, yeah.
and when they lose their jobs, where do they go?
Yeah.
Can
So he has done really great work. Our work here has been recognized by Ball State University, and every semester they send us at least one social work intern to work here amongst our own home and to learn. Yeah, absolutely. And now they have a great experience because we have a social worker. They can learn from the Ball State professors, and they can learn on the job with our social worker.
do you work with the city about this?
Absolutely, absolutely.
The mayor?
We have many, many partners. We work with the city. We work with all of the community aid organizations. We work with the mission. We work with the Salvation Army. It takes a family
And
to
we are
serve,
a family. The whole community.
this really important group of library patrons. You probably have heard the phrase, some people get aggravated when they hear it, and I hope you don't.
I don't get aggravated easily.
The phrase that you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times people that are down on their luck, they're having a hard time, that have run into some challenges, they just need someone to show them where the resources are, tell them where the resources are, guide them to resources.
That's what they need.
Give them a hand up.
It's like saying,
because then they can take advantage of
that's
the
right.
community.
Teach a person how to fish and they'll do it themselves.
Yeah.
But if you continually feed them without teaching them how to stand on their own 2 feet, one way or the other, then they don't get anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I was told.
Center.
Genealogy and Lincoln Center and all that. Let's talk about that then.
Sure. The Genealogy Center grew from just a small room of books in 1961,
61.
when it started by Fred Reynolds, to now the second largest genealogy collection in the entire country.
Wow.
We have from a collection in 1961 of a couple hundred volumes to more than 1.2 million physical items now.
Merciful heavens.
Yeah, we're recognized around the country for the size of our collection and, Patty, the databases that people can use, like
Databases.
Ancestry.
Remember you used to go like this to look for
Right.
microbes, whatever. What do they do now?
Use a lot of online. There's still microfilm that people use for special records. And then we have a staff, a team, that's really dedicated to helping people find their family history, find their family stories. The Lincoln Collection? Yeah, so a totally unexpected blessing. Sometimes blessings come in disguise, as we know. But the Lincoln Financial Foundation deeded their Lincoln Museum collection to the state of Indiana, and the Allen County Public Library gets to curate all the two-dimensional items, the photographs, the letters, the diaries, the newspapers, the books. So in 2008, they deeded the collection to the state of Indiana, and in 2009 we opened the Lincoln collection at the Allen County Public Library.
It's a gallery or something like that?
Well, it's actually a room. So it grew from 2009 to 2022, excuse me, when it opened up as the Rowland Center for Lincoln Research. The first decade, we organized it, we cataloged it, and we digitized it so that you could view it online. You can view over 30,000 items, Patty, online from the Lincoln collection.
Lord have mercy.
And then we created, just before the pandemic started, we were musing about creating a place where people could come and see some of these artifacts and experience the digitized images.
You don't have any hands-on?
We do have a
You
lot
do?
of hands-on digital. Yes, we do. There are 2 collection kiosks, a big, large kiosk called Lincoln Time and Place, where you can look through almost 1,000 photographs just by flipping your finger and tapping on a photograph, and it will pop up larger than life on a
And
screen.
there's a history of it underneath it or something.
Yeah,
And you have kids coming in and talking about it?
yes, we do. Yeah.
I like it when we mold little kids' minds to the better, not worse. And also, you have events on the first floor, I do believe, with authors coming in to autograph their books or
Or do podcasts, or do presentations at our big theater. One of the nice things about the main library is that this awesome theater. The acoustics are wonderful in there. You can seat 230 people in kind of that sloped theater style.
It's good acoustics too.
Yeah, very
Good
much
filming.
So. Yeah.
So who's the head honcho of the head person of the theater?
Well, that falls in our events department, and it's Leanne Beret, and she's very good.
I know her.
You know her, yes, you
I
do.
haven't seen her at dog's age, but that's okay. But you have people coming in to show their arts, like a
And
picture
their
of their Avon water,
Yeah.
and well, that's great. So what else is in the future for our main library and the branches?
Well, what's in the future for the Allen County Public Library system is making our buildings a little bigger to accommodate this wonderfully
Go
growing
up that way or
community.
that way?
Usually out is
Out,
more
yeah.
efficient than trying to build up.
Yeah, it's too much to do. Third floor.
Right, exactly.
Do you tear down walls in certain areas, like renovation?
Renovation,
Oh, certainly.
yeah. And then we're going to be looking to expand a number of branches to make them the right size for the communities that are growing up around them. And then we always have our eye looking to where more people are moving, where are people coming into Allen County. For many years, the southwest area of the county has grown, and it continues to grow. And
Where's it coming from?
literally everywhere.
Dang.
Sometimes when you live in a community, you forget how wonderful it is. And
Yes,
this is
and
really,
whenever people
this is
see
really
it.
a wonderful community.
Yes.
City
People are
of-
drawn.
Yeah, city of churches, good education system, excellent park system, wonderful trails, and a dynamite library system.
Dang.
I mean, what more could you want in a community?
And also entertainment.
Yes.
All that sort. You have meeting rooms.
And those meeting rooms, mentioning meeting rooms, Patty, it's kind of wonderful to see all the different uses of those meeting rooms. There are companies that do training programs in there. There are families that have birthday parties and graduation parties.
Oh, really?
The library sponsors so many programs that
Dang,
help
kid.
people learn a trade, learn a skill,
And
or
if they want to do a show there, they have to get permission from the library to do it first if they want
in Access Fort Wayne.
in Access Fort Wayne. Well, listen, my friend, what would you like to say to my audience about everything that we discuss and how great our libraries are?
Well, I just enjoyed having an opportunity, Patty, to talk with you about the library and this great community. The library, the Allen County Public Library, has been a thriving part of this thriving community, so it's kind of double thriving. Thriving part of this community for 130 years, and we look forward to like another 130 at least.
We should live so long. And listen, I got a problem. I don't have that problem. I am one. I'd like to know what your email is for or website to get to the library to see Access Fort Wayne TV station, Access 1 and 2, or get what they need. What's the website?
So I like to use the simplest, shortest one to get to the library's website. It's just the 4 letters of the library. A for Allen, C for county, P for public, L for library. acpl.info, I-N-F-O. That's 8 letters. acpl.info. You can get to the world of resources at your library at that
your
web address.
fingertips.
Absolutely.
So what is the phone number for the library?
It's 421-1200.
And they let you,
421-1200.
and they take it to how many departments in the whole place? And we're just going to end here.
Yeah. It's a big library system, so you'll get a menu, but you can always, what I call, dive out of the menu and get to a live person who will direct you literally anywhere throughout the entire system, to the farthest branch, to the lowest department, to whatever you're interested
To the
in.
vault. I'm kidding. Okay, well, we have to go. We'll see you next week, people. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Curt Witcher of the Allen County Public Library.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed. us always and for the rest of all our lives.